And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. A short throw caught by Andrews. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And the numbers for Andrews last week. 4 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now the first carry here for the running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Chargers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 4. They'll set up to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down. to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Touchdown. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now. They've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ty Zentner now. This is brought in at the 21. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. Slot man moves right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns. Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me? No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now here come the Ravens. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame. Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room. Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On now is Ty Zentner to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They're going to look to throw.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
They'll set up to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll drop to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get
relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Eluding the and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nandi Matabike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he comes back with one complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. But how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now back to throw. Bateman, he's got him complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The tight end in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
No way, you're kidding me.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove him down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. In motion goes the tight end. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the right side and intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
In motion left goes a tight end. Back to throw again. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. He'll drop to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Back to throw here.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
8 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw again.
Throw left side taken in by Pittman.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6.
The Chargers' 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for L.A., they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week.